Hey everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at this beautiful off-grid tiny house. We're here in Nanaimo, BC at Rewild Homes, and we're meeting up with Patrick and Thomas, and they're going to give us a full tour of the home. But first, we want to say a quick thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Stick around at the end of the video, we'll give you a bit more information about how Squarespace makes it easy to create a new website. And now let's get back to the off-grid tiny house tour.
This is the Blue Heron. It's a 24-foot off-grid tiny house. We're about 200 square feet. Fully off-grid, more of a cozy kind of a layout, utilitarian, if you will. We've got a seating nook right here, some custom bench seats. These, of course, also have soft closing custom drawers for storage. It hasn't been installed right now, but there's just the drop-down eatery kind of desk. It has a dual fold-out, and then these can relocate for the seating area. Difficulty with off-grid is storing batteries and logic. So we after releasing a soft opening of this show home, we had a lot of people comment saying, as soon as you walked in, this big box was here. We didn't like it, it didn't flow, so right away we modded it out and we turned it into another bench seating area. So under here, I'm not gonna bother getting into the logistics of it. Thomas, he can describe, but this is just a way to house some of the logic and get it out of the way.
We've designed it to be off-grid. It comes with 6 285 watt solar panels. The battery bank is 6 volt 415 amp hour batteries. It's about 15 kilowatt hours of power. So you cut that rate in half right away because you don't want to go below 50% of capacity because you start to damage the life of your batteries. So we sized it quite large for a tiny home. Like it's quite big, but because we're running the fridge and that sucks up a lot of electricity. So here's the inverter and all the logic. The charge controller is just in the back there. This is on a rail system, so we could pull it in and out for maintenance. Shouldn't have to be moved very much, but just in case, so you can pull it right out and open it up so you can get at the breaker box. This E-panel. All 6 batteries are placed in these 2 cubby holes here, and that's right over top of the axles. Just because they're so heavy, they're almost 1,000 pounds. So the solar powers everything. The lights are directly off the battery, and they're just fused, so they're all 12 volt. All of these lights are just 12 volt puck lights. And then like the fridge and all of the plugs, the fan are all 120 volt. You need your power, your water, and to get rid of your waste. So we've got the solar system. Rainwater collection with a barrel, filtration and a 12 volt pump can be easily set up with this unit. And then it's the separate composting toilet. And then you're set up with the wood heat, you're good to go.
So as you can see, the blaringly obvious main source of heat is this Morso wood stove. There are options that are less expensive than the Morso. However, usually they're quite a bit bigger, and their clearances, cause the stove to be way out in the way. So quite a bit more expensive, but worth it. Morso's products are fantastic, very happy, and low clearances. Also smaller in a space like this, especially where we use spray foam insulation. So the R value is really good, and it's such a small space. Anything bigger than this is going to blow you out. Because of having wood heat, we also have quite a almost industrial strength fan to be able to keep it, because one of the most important things in tiny homes, as people who've looked into it know, is circulation and ventilation. The 2 biggest issues. Heating, honestly, isn't one of those issues. It's making sure that moisture is down and air circulates and heat moves around properly. So. Nobody really likes ladders, so we always have everybody asking us, stairs, right? So we do our best to maximize and put custom storage or cubbies. We go back and forth with the framing style. It seems You know, when someone's on a budget, usually that's when they select the shed slope style roof. You can't argue that this feels more like a home where you have your gabled with, for lack of a better term, call it a dormer or a bump up for over the loft. It just creates that feeling you don't feel like you're losing all your headspace down the other end. And it always depends on how you orient your bed and you know how you access the loft too. So we usually end up doing double sinks. It's one of those things, it's preference, but it always comes in handy in small spaces for storage, and you don't want to be doing dishes every single meal sometimes. So double sinks, fairly decent amount of storage and cabinetry, full size oven, range. Cooking is gas, obviously. As I mentioned before, the rest of it's fully off grid via solar. Fridge, the solar covers that, no problem. All the 12 volt lighting as well. Water heat is Precision Temp, fantastic product, on demand, propane. Another important thing is having, as I mentioned before, circulation was one thing, but ventilation is really important too. And for anybody who knows, even in a regular house, if you're just boiling a pot of water for pasta or whatever, you're gonna get steamed out. And so of course we put a hood fan in here, as well as a fan in the bathroom as well. As with the rest of the home, the bathroom is incorporated into off-grid with a separate composting toilet. There's an alcove shower with a glass pivot door. A lot of times that storage is the main issue, and there's not many other places in the house that you can have a full height storage closet. So in here we just have a linen closet to house the propane heater, water heater, as well as linens, clothes. Quite a bit of storage in that one, at least relative in a tiny house. We also have spot plumbed in, wired and plumbed for a combo washer dryer. This home is built on a 24-foot dual axle, two 7,000 pound axles. The roofing is tin roofing. The siding is all cedar channel. Especially when we're building in our local climate, we're kind of partial to local products as well as materials that are going to last in this kind of a climate, being so wet, and it lasts longer.
Hope you enjoyed checking out this off-grid tiny house. We really appreciate that Squarespace sponsored this video. Sponsorships like these help us keep the channel going. If you're looking into creating a new website, Squarespace is basically a one-stop shop that makes it easy to build a website even if you have no experience. You can get domain names, website templates, and set up an online store all in one place. And they even have 24/7 customer service. It's just a really nice platform that's easy, user-friendly, and it's great for people like us who don't really know anything about building websites. You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com, and you can also get 10% off your first purchase if you go to squarespace.com/exploringalternatives. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post a new video every Sunday.